Yo, what's going on? This is Soup from Jurassic 5, a.k.a. Fully Love, and you're tuned in to Six Town Radio. That's right, Six Towns. Don't get it confused with 5 or 4, but it's 6. Six Town Radio, they playing me, so you know they got what it takes to keep the flavor bumping. That's right, Six Town, baby. Holla at us. Peace.
6TR, the bright side of Staffordshire.
Friday afternoon with the Boston 6TR, the bright side of Staffordshire. Another guest. We're going over to the US now. On the phone, we've got, from Jurassic 5, Soup. How are you doing, Soup?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Great, man. Thanks for asking. You've got a new single out called All Around the World, so we thought we'd call you from the other side of the world to see how that's going.
Right. No problem. Let's do that. Yeah.
So tell us more about it then. Come on, let's do it.
It's definitely from the EP, Still and Fully Love. And I just kind of thought it would, when I first heard the music for it, I just kind of thought it would appeal to, more of an overseas crowd. That's what I actually thought, my honest first impression when I heard it. So to put something down on it, as far as lyrics and stuff, it kind of came easy to me because when I heard it, it was already in that mind frame. So I just kind of ran with it, and it came out good. I thought it came out well. But I'm going to be a little biased, too. So
You're allowed to be, man. You're allowed to be.
Right.
Jurassic 5 is still popular in the UK, and you were over here doing Glastonbury a few years ago, weren't you?
Yes, we were.
Also, Concrete Schoolyard was a big hit over here. Are you a big fan of the UK?
I love it. Want to live there, and I'm not even playing. I'm dead serious. Yeah, I love it over there. I really love it over there.
Wow, awesome. What do you think of the UK rap, hip hop, and grime scene then?
Well. To be honest with you, back when we were over there a lot, I like Roots Maneuver, and they got this cat named Mike Righteous, Skinny Man, and back those are the guys that I remember. I'm not too familiar with the new breed right now. So I can't really give a honest opinion of it.
Well, if you come live over here or come to do some shows over here, you can find out more.
Yeah, you guys got to invite me over. Yeah, invite me over. I'll come and hang out with everybody. So,
For sure. When you've done gigs over here and shows, whether it's festivals or Jurassic 5 shows, what have you thought of the UK crowds?
Oh, we've always said that when dealing with the UK, it's like you guys really appreciate music, but you've had a history of doing that. Because a lot of times when back in the day when guys like Muddy Waters or other people, Chuck Berry, when their career was basically considered over with in the States, you guys embraced them and gave them new life. So you guys always had that within you, and you can tell when you're out there that you guys really appreciate good music, and you can't beat that.
You're too kind, Soup, too kind. Let's go back to talking about the single. Is there going to be an album off the back of this?
Yeah, I already finished my record. I already finished the album, and it's just about figuring what exactly I want to do as far as the method of putting it out. And I'm in the process of doing that now because this EP was just to test the waters for me. But with this album, I wanted to, have be on a broader scale as far as visibility. So I'm just in the process of doing that, and God willing, something can pan out for me to where people can really get to hear it and hopefully enjoy it. And it's totally different from the EP. So, but yeah, it's done, it's finished, and it's ready to go. So if anybody out there overseas that want to, do some business, let me know. Let me know. So I can come over there. Yeah, so I can come over there and get acquainted with the grime and the UK hip hop a little more, so I can get updated. So call me. Let me know.
Yeah, man. It's called networking. That's what it's called. Doing it all on your own, the single, the album, etc. Was it quite daunting?
No, I thought it would be, and that was the thing that held me back for so long for doing my own thing. Was because I thought it would be a lot harder And then when I actually said, you know what, I don't care, I'm gonna just do what I want to do, and and the chips fall where they may. It was actually easier than it was, and it was so easy. I went and did an album right after that. So I was just like, oh man, what was I? I was nervous. I didn't know what people would think, and I was so caught up on what maybe the public or the J5 fans would think, and I let that was my crutch. But then the minute I decided to get rid of that crutch, it was a lot easier than I expected.
Have you played the album to the rest of the Jurassic 5 guys? Have they given an opinion?
Yeah, no, not of the new record. I'm very secretive about my new record, but the EP, yeah, I'm sure they have, but no one's ever came to me and was like, "Hey, man, that sounds good." Even though, like, Newmark was like, "Man, I play one of your songs in my set," or, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So, but no one ever was like, "Great job, Soup," So, I wasn't expecting that, but I'm sure they've heard it. Yeah, because I've everybody hears everybody's stuff. Whether they come to you and say they enjoy it or not, that's a different thing. But yeah, I know everybody's heard it. Yeah, they heard it.
I'm sure they did. 24 odd years being part of Jurassic 5. The door is always going to be open to do more stuff, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, yeah. And we're actually in the process of talking about that, but really talking about it. Not just, shooting a breeze, as they old term, not just shooting a breeze about it, but actually really considering doing a project. Yeah, doing a project without question. So that is in the mix, and God willing, that'll happen. Because I think we still got an audience, that would appreciate something we do.
The band took a little bit of a break in the 2000s. Didn't you think about doing a solo project then, or wasn't it the right time?
My bitterness as far as putting out my own thing at the time we took a break, it wouldn't allow me to do it. I got so wrapped up in being bitter that I couldn't see the forest for the trees. And then I had a lot of growing up to do. I had a lot of growing up to do. And then I got a job. I actually started working. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not cut out to punch a clock, especially if something that I didn't like doing. So I was just like, when J5 got back together, I was like, okay, well, here's a second opportunity to not only do J5 stuff, but to really do my thing. If I say I don't like working for people and jobs I don't like doing, then here's another opportunity to do what I want to do. And so I got rid of that bitterness because it wasn't doing nothing but affecting me. No one cared if I was bitter but me. And I decided I'm going to just go for it and do it. And I was like, I don't care who likes it or who don't, but I need to do it. So that's what it was. Sorry for that long answer, man.
No, that was a good answer. Put that to bed now. And when you were working in retail, did you get people coming up to you and saying, "Hey, man, what are you doing this job?"
I can count on one hand of actual outside people doing it. It was probably 3 times. Now, some of my coworkers kind of knew, and they would want to talk about it. But my whole thing is that I really didn't talk about it because I was like, I'm here with you. I'm like, I'm working. We're working in the same area. So me talking about what I used to do, and you have to be careful when you do that because, sometimes people, they like to, they act like they're interested. But if I was always volunteering the places I've been and the people I perform with, the first thing out of their mouth would have been like, "Oh well, but you're here now." So, so you're doing all that bragging about what you used to do, but now you're here. So what happened? So I was just like, now, some people I would give a little more information than others, but I usually was like, look, I'm working here. So, I don't know what to tell you about what I used to do. And that worked. That worked for me.
So you weren't there telling them the stories about Kanye and things like that then?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm working with you, so it doesn't matter. It was fun. But, I'm not going to try to toot my horn and then get put in my place eventually. So I just kept quiet a lot of times.
Tell us about your time with the WuTang Clan, being there when the first album was dropping.
Yeah, but I didn't have anything to do with it. All my thing was I was working for Loud Records at the time because before I started making my own music, I worked, for a few record labels, and Loud was my first paying gig as far as working with a record label, and I had the opportunity, two opportunities I had. It was really, really great then. One was WuTang, was getting to see WuTang become WuTang. It's different when these guys walk in and you listen to the names and you laugh and you say, "Oh, Dirty Bastard," or Method Man. Now, I had the opportunity to laugh at those names, kind of like, not because they were funny. Well, they were just unusual at that time. And so I was just like, damn, "Oh, Dirty Bastard." I was like, that don't make. But then now, if I say, "Oh, Dirty Bastard," you know exactly who it is. You seen, the rise, the fall, or whatever it was. But I remember when nobody knew these guys. Nobody knew these guys. So to see them come from nothing into the iconic Wu-Tang and being able to work that first record and see them start from nothing to something was great. My second thing was, and Prodigy from Mobb Deep just died, but I was very instrumental, I feel, of getting them a deal with Loud Records to start off the infamous and their resurgence into the game. So those are my two standout moments, and just rest in peace to Prodigy. But it was great to see guys come from nothing into something, and then it basically parlayed into my own life with Jurassic 5. So.
Wow, what a ride it's been for you, Soup. And it's great to see you're making music on your own. There's so many things that potentially happen soon. Thank you very much for spending a bit of time with me. I've really enjoyed it. It'll be great to see you over here doing a show. Let's see if we can make that happen. So let's stay in touch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would love it, man. I would love it, man. So definitely let's stay in touch for sure. And I appreciate all the love you've given me, man. I really have. From playing a record to doing this interview, I really appreciate it.
Thank you. We could talk forever, but I've got to carry on with the show.
Okay, well, handle your business, yeah. I appreciate it, man. And stay safe, man.
And you, Soup. Bye.
All right, man.